Okie doke, we'll kick off then. So welcome to the February call. I hope you're all well. Is that not going? I'm just going to flick through now to Ruby. So Ruby's going to talk to us about Beauty Advisor. Now, how many people on the call are already beauty advisors? Yeah, oh, she's here. She's here. Dawn, yeah. Holly, yes, yeah. Dawn, do you want to just come off mute and give us a bit of your experience of it? Because I know you've done really well with it.
For me, best thing I ever did, I was blessed to actually do the first one. So I was one of the first 100 in the UK. Oh my God, yeah, blew us away. And my sales increased dramatically. And when I say, I mean, last year I sold over 60,000. So it really did go on. Yeah, just inspired. The knowledge it gives you and that confidence for you to be able to talk to your customers, a bit like if you go into House of Fraser, you go to one of the big brands, you actually know what you're talking about, which makes a huge difference. So it really does give you that confidence, and then it makes you start to look at other things as well, is when did customers last buy something, you know, and going back for that repeat custom. For me, I really focused on, I hadn't really focused on it before, was fragrance and skincare. So really went hell for leather on fragrance and skincare, and I come number 2 in the country for the Far Away Beyond. So that's massive.
Brilliant.
So you know what I mean, didn't see that coming. But yeah, just the confidence it gives you, and it also builds, I think it builds stronger relationships with your customers, because normally as a rule you go to your customer, you do a delivery and you talk about the weather and everything else, their family, and then you walk away. But you know, when I do a delivery now, I'll go and say, what did you think of that last product you had, such and such? How did you find it? If they go, well, I want Overkeen, I can go, well, I've got this recommendation. Do you want me to get a sample or whatever? So you're actually doing that. You've got the nice bit, which is the relationship bit, which is the personal side, but you're now actually building a business side. So it makes you look so much more professional. And the skin, I mean, yeah, I could go on and on. The skin consultations, everything. There is so much. And as I know, there's a lot more coming this year for people that are certified, which is going to make it even more special. So yeah, so if you haven't done it, do it. And I know when we did it, the portfolios were quite big. They're not anymore. So yeah, and there's so much support. There's the Facebook group, there's so much support out there. So yeah, definitely do it. And I know Ruby will have the figures, but people earn more as a certified beauty advisor. And I know Polly's on the call as well, and Polly's done it, and her sales have rocketed. Absolutely rocketed through doing it. So and Polly was very traditional. I know she did a bit of everything now, but really boosted Polly's confidence, because I think we're all of us were stuck doing what we'd always done.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So we're all getting
repeat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. So this has put a fresh twist on it, and I was very blessed to have done at conference the fragrance training. Oh my God, that was Ruby's baby. And that was such an incredible Sunday. And again, I've come away with so many ideas and so much knowledge from that I didn't know. So yeah, so anything Avon throw out, get yourself on it.
Thank you, Dawn. That's really helpful. Really helpful. I'll let Ruby.
That was a great introduction to beauty advice. It's done my job for me. No, that's great. That's great. And you can see how passionate Dawn is. But really, I'm just come on to talk to you guys. Just one, if you've got any questions about it, because I know there's lots of different things flying around, people saying different things, a lot of positivity going around about Beauty Advisor. But I just wanted to come on, talk to you briefly about what it is, how it can help you in your business, and then really next steps is like what we can do for you guys, which is obviously the ultimate point. So yeah, it's great to hear that we've got a couple of you on the call that are live with us today that are doing Beauty Advisors. So that's fantastic. And really what Beauty Advisor is designed for is to help you to feel more confident with the products that you're selling. So rather than it just being, you know, someone's just placed an order for a certain product, it's been able to build that relationship, like you said, Dawn, and be able to recommend other products. It's not a training program to make you go out and do makeovers and, you know, body massage and become a skincare therapist or anything like that. It's purely having the confidence with knowing what our products are about and how you can recommend them to your customers. And from that, we have seen such a great impact on people's business. I'm not sure if it's on that slide, but we've got some stats that we can share with you. Stop sharing. Bear with me.
Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
can see the first one, it says reps that have completed the Beauty Advisor program, they are earning up to 20% more each month, which is phenomenal, guys. And that stat has been pulled from, you know, taking all the different incentives we have on throughout the year. It's literally stripping every other activity, taking that completely away and looking at, you know, what you normally sell, and that's a 20% increase each month, which is fantastic. The second one we've seen is that the reps that have gone through the training, they have up to 11% more digital, more into digital sales. So if you feel like this is an area where you could do with a bit more help, or, you know, you need a little bit more support with, that's definitely what Beauty Advisor can do for you. And then the third stat is about how it's helped to really focus on those two key categories. Like we've got skincare and colour, which we know we sell quite a lot of these, and maybe you guys do in your own business. I don't know what's your number one seller, but this is Beauty Advisors that have completed the training have up to 30% more in skincare and colour sales, and that's purely because they have that information, they have the knowledge and the confidence to go out there and to either recommend products that complement their original purchase, or to carry out a consultation. Okay, so hopefully that's answered a few of your questions in like what Beauty Advisor is, what it can do for you. I'd love to know your thoughts for whoever's on the call, because I know a couple of you have done it. I recognise a couple of your names. Is there any other questions at this point? No?
Is there many of you that haven't already done it? Just you can pop your hand up, or, you know, just make yourself known. Are we preaching to the converted? Yeah, I know Nikki's smiling. She went to the retreat, so she's like, "Yep."
Oh,
done,
you did,
done and
Nikki,
dusted.
you did,
Yeah.
you did. And Dawn was there as well, so that was a lovely little retreat that was. So what we're kind of thinking is, we are looking to do something for you guys exclusively. So for this VIP community, we want to do something exclusive for you guys. Now we will discuss what that looks like, but we're thinking like when we have is it the annual or the quarterly?
Biannual. Twice a year.
Yeah, your Hall of Fame event. We're thinking that's something we can latch onto that for you guys. But I'd love to know what your thoughts are. And we know there's going to be lots of people who are going to be watching this call back. But it's helping us to get organised for that. So if this is something you feel like you're interested, you want to know more, then we can work together and come on another call separately, because I don't want to take up all this time on this call. But if you've already seen it and you've started your training already, which is fantastic, then we can look at the Hall of Fame event, which is going to come up soon.
Those who aren't Hall of Fame. Yeah, so if you're not Hall of Fame, we can put something in, and that's where we're saying we're going to really try and tailor it around you. So if there's a group of VIPs that wouldn't necessarily be at the Hall of Fame event, then we can do something separately. We can link it into Northampton, we can link it into Corby, wherever it needs to be, a central location to bring it together.
And I know Corby's always a winner, right? Because you get to go and use the shop as well. And you will, as part of this, you will get to go and use the shop, and then you'll have a day of training, you'll get lunch provided, and you'll come away with loads of new skills. And yeah, just it's a really fun day as well. It's nothing to be worried about at all. But
and I'm here to help you with your portfolio. So I worked very closely with Hannah when she was doing hers. I know she'll happily shout about. So if that puts you off, there's no need, because you've got me as a support to get you there with that one as well. So we won't go on about it too much more, but I will just be there to hear your feedback. And if you've not done it and you're thinking, do you know what, now's the time, then let me know and we can have a conversation and then look at options for you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyway,
Thanks
I'm
so
going to
much,
shoot
Julie.
off. I've just jumped on to say that, but nice to see you all, and see you soon. Bye.
Right then, let me get back to sharing the presentation. Let me know when it's back, guys, so you're with me.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we're back. Okay, so this is a little bit of a recap. So last time we had a bit of a question and answer session at the end, and I just wanted to touch back on some of the points of where we're at. So I know some things might have felt like you raised them and I just wrote them down on a piece of paper and that was the end of it. Please be assured that that's not what it was about. But I wanted to have the time to be able to get the information right for you. So the first one was one that Polly brought to my attention back in September, which has come up a lot of the time on the Hall of Fame Facebook group and a lot of the time with my direct reps. Your balance information on Avon On is incorrect and your payment due date is incorrect. This then has a knock-on effect with any incentives that you're doing. You don't know if you're overdue. I don't think Polly will mind me saying, but she was overdue by 1 pence and nearly missed out on her incentive because of 1 penny, which is crazy. So with that, we went to Simon, we went to Jeanette, who heads up finance, and as of the 22nd of February, so this month, that is changing. So we will see from that date onwards a live balance information and live outstanding. So once it's outstanding, it'll go red, so it's all familiar to you, and just as a snapshot you can see where you're at without having to call the contact centre and be on hold for 10 minutes. You've got access to empower your own business to know where you're at, because it's so clear to me with the amount of people that ask me this question that we're not doing enough for you. So hats off to Polly for raising it to me. And this is where I say, somebody asked me on the first call, are you in the position? I can't change the world, but I'm in touch with people who have got the ability to raise it. So a big shout out to Polly and a thank you. And Gemma's just popped there. Thank you for your feedback. So it does go places. Please do know that.
Thank you.
So the 50p order handling charge, that one came up last time and it comes up regularly. Now I took this back to the leadership team and it isn't something we can remove at the moment. So it will be monitored on an ongoing basis, but as costs still remain quite high with the distribution, we can't remove it. So I'm going to be straight with you. It's not something that might be next month. It's for the foreseeable, it will be in place. But just so you know, and you can plan for your business through 2024, that's very likely to remain. Okay. The monthly toolkit, I'm going to touch on through this call. So a few of you said last time you didn't know where to find it, you didn't know what was involved in it. I'm going to go through it on this call. The returns process change. Now, Gemma is on this call, but this isn't the call where we're going to go through it in detail, only because there's quite a lot of change at the minute with returns as they are. So I've had a lot of feedback which links into the next question on recharges and are they happening in the right time, and why do we have to keep calling up about them? So Gemma last week started to organise everybody that needs to be there to make some decisions on what's happening and why it's happening and how it's affecting you. So again, it's not a quick fix, but it is something that we're working very hard on, and Gemma is very passionate about that. She knows, I think I can hear her voice, she knows how much this is a bugbear for you and how much time it takes out of your day unnecessarily.
Yeah, it's
anything you want to add there, Jem?
It's your time and effort that we need to reduce that on these recharges, right? You shouldn't be getting them 2 months after you sent a return back. So we're going through the whole process with a fine-tooth comb and trying to figure out where is it that we're having a break point and where are we having an issue. So we've got regular team calls on it. The feedback is incredibly useful because we are using that as examples come through to us. We're using those as case studies to try and figure out what's going on. So we will update you as soon as we can with any improvements, but it's really important that we nail this and we understand these issues before any changes come to that returns process later this year. So I will come back to you all with what that's going to look like, of course, because I want your feedback as we build that and as we launch it. So thank you for feeding back, and we continue to work on that, and we'll update you in this call or in your Facebook forum as soon as we can with any improvements.
Okay, so I know there's a few people, including Nikki. I can see your face. That's all. I'm making your name, but I know you went off last call a bit worried about return. So I hope Gemma there saying she's looking at it as a whole process puts your mind at rest, that nothing's going to be rolled out before we're ready to roll it out. Dawn, you got your hand up.
Yeah, what I've noticed within my network is where the problem is currently, for the people that, and it's not huge, but it is affecting people more than it did. It tends to be anybody sending stuff back with drivers. Post, we're recommending to do the post office. I don't know why, but that for some reason seems to be a better solution. It seems to be going through the system better. And also they're getting a receipt as well. So I know for some people, especially because I've got quite a few that work from home, that's a bit of a pain, because obviously the deliveries are coming in, but it seems to be working better. It seems to have slowed down what we've got within our network. So, you know,
that's really useful to know. That's really useful to know, because I can then have a look with the operations team and say, well, why would it be that coming from the post office you are having a better experience and less recharge than you are if you're using a driver?
Yeah, so that's just our experience, you know what I mean?
No, that's really useful, Dawn.
That's okay. So you're very welcome. But I thought we need to get to the bottom of it, and it seems to be, like I said, people using drivers more. I'm not saying it doesn't happen with the post office, but the post office seems to be a better. It seems to have less issues, a lot less issues.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Fiona, have you got your hand up as well?
I do. I just want to raise the point that whether it's because I'm over in Belfast or not, but no matter what way I return, whether it be driver or the post office, our local depot seem to be holding on to our returns for nearly 2 weeks before they're returning them back to Avon, and then obviously sitting there for a couple of months before they then end up recharged. I don't know if it's something that can be possibly looked into.
Yeah, certainly, definitely. Thank you for that, Fiona. It's certainly something we need to look at if there is any increase in recharge issues based on depots they're coming from. Is definitely something that we need to look at as part of the journey.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
A few comments there as well to say different bits and bobs. We know it's a talking point. We really do. And Gemma is here to support us in every which way she possibly can. So keep talking to us,
Yes.
and we will start to come back with you with some more information. Okay. So on to the monthly toolkit. So those of you that have never seen it before, have you had a chance to go to the academy and find it? I'll take the silence as a yes.
Yeah.
So on the monthly toolkit, you will see there's loads of product guides. So you've got the Love You fragrance and you've got the Hydromatic Shine on there. And you've also got a toolkit challenge. So it just gives you so much information. It's like touching on what Dawn said about Beauty Advisor. It empowers you with information. So you can go out there and talk to your customers about product a lot easier once you've read the information. There is a little competition running in this monthly toolkit. So if you take note of that on the left hand side, if you find the hidden lipstick and email terry.mays@avon.com, you're in with a chance of winning. So do that, because it's nice to know that the winners are in our team. So yeah, please do that. But I'll flick on. This is a Hydromatic. So you will have seen a Hydromatic matte and how much press coverage it got. We are expecting this to be very similar. So please do get behind it. Here is all the information you need. So in your monthly toolkit, you'll have all the product information. And then on the last bit on the right hand side, you can see what to upsell it with. So your lip liner, the new serum foundation, the brushes, all things like that. So it's each month this is launched and it's there for you in the background when you've got time. It's not got to be completed in all one go. It's literally just a guide of the month of what's coming up. You know, as much as when you get focused and that's giving you a view of what's coming, this is also to help you. So please do go on and have a look. Any questions when you've been on, give me a shout, but it's pretty straightforward. As you go in, it's down the right hand side, just monthly toolkit there. Any questions? Right, now I need a promise that you're going to be positive on this one. So if you say a negative, we're going to follow it with a positive. So I'd love your feedback on bulk buys. So I know bulk buys is one of those things that people either love or hate. And people are very, very fond of the hot buys that used to be that aren't there anymore. Now the team are working really, really hard on these bulk buys to get them to a place where you use them on a month by month basis to really drive the best sellers in your customer base. So this is the bulk buys for February. Barbara's put straight away, not good value. Right, Barbara, you've got to follow it up with a positive, please. That's the rule. So what we've changed this time is each one, you can see it's got a little black circle now that tells you the unit price. So you haven't got to go away with your calculator and try and work out, is it better than your VIP discount? Is it not as good? Now, I'm told that they work very hard to make sure that these are better than your 32%. Now, I know they're not always better than the focus price, but you've got to remember you can only buy one in focus. So this is bulk buy, so this is multiple. So we can't sell multiple at the focus price because of the profit that we'd be selling them at less than cost price, but we've just got to be mindful that that's why. So I'm happy to take your feedback. We're really, really keen to get these working for you. And I know Dawn messaged me, and you don't mind me saying, Dawn, where's the skin so soft this time? If you think there's something missing, it's a quick message to Camel Preet, who runs these, to say this is what we're missing. And like you've seen previous months, they can add things in quite easily or prepare for the next campaign. So I ordered through my brochure though. Okay. Any feedback, anything that you want to mention? Is everybody comfortable where you find your bulk buys? Mixed packs would be better than all the same item. Okay. No other feedback? Okay, we'll flick on. So those of you who were at conference will have seen Sarah Davies. I was there and she's absolutely incredible. And I think, Nikki got to go to lunch with her and she come back buzzing all about it. So she is really, really an inspirational person and one that you could just listen to for hours. If you're a Dragon's Den fan like I am, you'll watch her on there as well. Well, the good news is she's coming back with a live series, which you've probably seen if you're on the Facebook channels. These are the dates and the registration's open. Has anybody already registered? Yeah, Dawn, Nikki has, Hannah has. This is your opportunity. Some things like this and other companies they charge for. So I just think get on it and just take as much as you can. Like what Dawn said about the beauty advisor. This is something else, another string to your bow. You have Barbara, you have Donna, great. I think it's going to be incredible. Thinking back to the Holly ones, those were incredible and people's plans changed and people's confidence changed. And I'm probably more in tune with Sarah Davies because I knew her. I didn't know of Holly Tucker before. We got to experience Holly's world. But knowing Sarah Davies and seeing her on the TV and then having the option of spending time with her on a call, I just think is phenomenal. So if you haven't already booked on and you fancy it, act fast because they are selling out now. So they're getting to the top end. I think there's 600 already gone. I think there's only 1,000 places. So act fast. Dawn?
What I was going to say with Sarah, the one thing that I found with her, now I went to the Holly one.
Yeah.
And I saw Sarah at conference. The one thing with Sarah is she gives you really good practical advice. It's those little snippets of things that you can do that anybody can do, and it really makes sense. So when we saw her at conference, she was amazing. Even though I went with Holly and I loved Holly because I had lunch with her, I felt that Sarah is very much more down to earth. I think she's very approachable. I think she's very real. So I'm on this and I'm hoping that what I saw at conference is what I'm going to get. But everybody who talks about her says how down to earth and approachable she is. So I'm really excited about doing this course with her because I think and that's what you need somebody who's real, who's approachable, who's been where you and she's really lovely. So I'm excited about this one.
Very exciting, isn't it? And I do think the same. The language that she used, she's not putting on a show. She is literally from the heart speaking. So I totally agree with everything that you said, Dawn. Thank you. So book on if you haven't already. Make that your plan of today. Very important. Okay, so Avon on Tour, I'm sure some of you are starting to see this starting to drip out on social over Friday. So Avon on Tour is back. You can access this. There's a number of locations across the country. I think I'm going to go to Nottingham. So if anybody's close to Nottingham, please come down there and sit with me. It's £10 for an Avon representative ticket, and you get a free gift pack on the day worth £27. So this goes through all of the bits that you'll know, all the exciting things that are coming for the year, and obviously a chance to network with other representatives as well. So you will see more information to follow. As I get like a map and things like that, I will send them out to you, but I'm not sure if I can get to Belfast yet. Okay. Hang on, let me get back to the chat because I clicked off it. Not sure if I can get to Belfast yet. Awaiting a word recruitment day. Which one? Stratford. Okay. Right, so that's that. Now I've got this, and this is how brand new this information is. So I haven't even had the chance, because I've travelled to Northampton this morning, to fill this in for you. But a lot of you last week, when I said be mindful that your Mother's Day brochure goes from February and through to March, first thing you asked me was, right, okay, my customers might throw it at the end of Feb, can I get some more? So I went to the team, and we've managed to get a line number created. So it's not yet live, so that's why I've not popped it on the slide. So it's not yet live, but let me just open up the message so I can give you the correct information. So if you can make a note of this, your code number when it goes, and I'll ping it in the group message when it's live, but your code number you want is 82834, and that gets you 20 of them for £1.50. Okay, so those can be ordered throughout March as well. So that's your code number. I will bob it into the WhatsApp chat that we've got when it goes live. And if somebody wants to test it for me, because I'm quite busy today, then ping me a message. But that's the code and that's the price. Any questions? Are we happy with that? I thought that was quite a good turnaround from a question on Thursday to a code live on a Monday. So thank you for your feedback, because obviously that goes now throughout the whole of the rep community. So it's not just us that'll get that code. So we've actually driven some change, which I think is really, really positive. So well done for the few people that raised that. And I hope that makes your life a little bit easier in March. Stock update. So David has been an absolute gem again, and he's committed to us that every single community call that we have, he will provide us with a brand new stock update. So this is fresh to anybody in the business. You know, nobody else has seen this. This will go into the rest of the business tomorrow when we go into the operations meeting. So you're seeing this before anybody else. So some good news, some bad news. So Glimmer Stick have started to become a little bit of an issue again. So we've got a few shades that we've not got a return date on. You can see them there. And then you've got a few shades that we've got a return date of the week commencing the 19th, and the few shades there. The lemon and basil soap and shower gel, that started, basically we oversold. So what they do is they forecast how much they think we're going to sell, and we sold it in the drove. So hats off to you for selling it, but it does mean that we sold out. So that's going to be resolved the week commencing the 12th. So that should potentially come in this week. Gem's going to drop off. No problem, Gem. Strawberry gift set, not yet, Polly, on the strawberry gift set, but it was mid, so I might chase that again if I can tie him down in Northampton, even better. So the Power Stay eyeliner, that is currently got a few issues. That's going for Feb, so we just need some bit more precise dates, probably locked down as we get into mid-Feb now. The brow pencil continues until March, and then we've got the micro brow, which I'm sure you were all happy to see back on Friday. We've just got the light brown that is due back next week, and that means a full house of micro brow, which woo, because my brows have not been the same since. How do I get into the WhatsApp, Barbara? You need to add me as a contact. So it's a broadcast message that everybody's included in, but you will only receive to your phone if you have me as a contact. If you don't have me as a contact, it just won't come through to you. Can you post this in the group chat? Yes, of course I can. So this stock update I know is really helpful for you, and we sent it separately last time, so I will send this. So it's a bit of good news, bit of bad news. Great news on the micro brow, a few issues though ongoing, but yes, I will try and tie you down. I know that strawberry gift set's on your mind, Polly, and a few other people have asked me about it, so we probably need to start going back. Now we're in sort of mid-Feb, we need some more dates. So yeah, any questions on stock?
I was going to ask about the One Bras. They've all gone off stock, haven't they?
Okay. Ping them over to me. The best thing to do is ping them over to me with the line number, not because I'm lazy, but because I'm in Northampton and I haven't got the brochures with me. And then I can ping them over to David, who can hopefully give us an update on any specifics like that. Yeah, any other questions on stock? No? Okay, so over to you. Any questions that you want answering that haven't been covered or I haven't answered on a personal level on a one-to-one in the last few days? That's good news, right? That's good news. That means we're getting somewhere. That means that the communication that we're doing outside of this chat, you are getting the answers that you need and you're getting the support that you need. Please feel free to bring anything up that is helpful to you, because if it's helpful to you, it's very likely to be helpful to somebody else on this call. So we will continue these. I hope you found this call helpful. Helen, I have seen your message, Helen. I'm so sorry. The top 1,000 report, and I have gone to Chris Ellis about, because it's not there. I haven't had a response back. So sometimes I do things, but I forget to tell you that I'm doing these things. But yes, I've sent what I need to send. I'm just waiting for the information back, but I have seen your message, so apologies. Next call I won't be able to get as I'm in Las Vegas. Oh, okay. What are you bringing us back? I hope you bring us back some sunshine. Anything, you know, actually it's quite sunny here in Northampton today. But yeah, any other questions, any other concerns, anything else you want to bring to this call next time? No news is good news. Okay, so as I've made you aware, I'm in Northampton today and tomorrow, so I do have my phone and I do have my laptop, but I've got things. I'm in meetings and training and all sorts. So I'm not ignoring you, and of course I will come back to you as soon as I possibly can. But I can't promise it's in these next 2 days. When is the call? Probably the next one, Charlie. The next call we have, because that will be the March call. And if the timeline's going ahead and they're rolling out in April, May, then we want to be doing that in March. So probably the next call down to being question answer issues in the position with rolling it out on them time frames. But yeah, any questions, give me a shout. I'm here for you in any which way you need me to. And then questions on Facebook who could just let me know that it's not ignoring them. I'm just tied up. But yes, thank you so much for your cooperation and your participation today. And I will pop the recording on the YouTube channel as normal. Any questions in the meantime, give me a shout. Take care, everyone. Thanks so much.
Thank you.